Tuesday groove. It's Toonsday Tuesday. DJ's got the tunes with cactus bringing vibes that light up the room. Retro memories and fresh new spins from classic laughs to anime wins. Toonsday Tuesday, step into the stream. Old school feels and modern dreams. With DJ and crackers, it's a timeless ride through cartoon worlds side by side. We're throwing it back to the days gone by. Tunes from the past still lighting the sky. Then to the present with colors that pop. From Spirited Away to rooftop drops. Cartoon vibes filling up the night. From retro grooves to neon light. DJ's got the flow, cactus brings the flair. Every Tuesday, everywhere. Toonsday Tuesday, jump in the stream. Classic hits and new age dreams. DJ and Keckers here for the thrill. Cartoon and anime magic, we got the skill. Tune in weekly, don't miss the fun. Classic or modern for everyone. With DJ and Keckers, we'll hit replay. Toonsday Tuesday, every single day. Tuesday groove. It's Toonsday Tuesday. DJ's got the tunes with cactus bringing vibes that light up the room. Retro memories and fresh new spins from classic laughs to anime wins. Toonsday Tuesday, step into the stream. Old school feels and modern dreams. With DJ and crackers, it's a timeless ride through cartoon worlds side by side. We're throwing it back to the days gone by. Tunes from the past still lighting the sky. Then to the present with colors that pop. From Spirited Away to rooftop drops. Cartoon vibes filling up the night. From retro grooves to neon light. DJ's got the flow, cactus brings the flair. Every Tuesday.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome to Toonsday Tuesday.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
So, are we ready for one last week before the finale of season 2?
Yeah, and this, like I told you last week, these last 2 weeks are gonna be heavy on the storylines.
I really wouldn't say. I'd say like the only really heavy story one was the last episode of tonight.
Okay, yeah, I think that.
Yeah, episodes like 14 onwards, they were mostly just run-of-the-mill invasion of the week episodes. Though we did get something that happened in episode, where is it? Episode 19, which felt like a throwback to season 1.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely these last 6 episodes that we're doing next week that we're leaning heavy on the plot, I believe, you know?
Yeah, most of like the ones that we have tonight are episodes that could have been aired in any order. Nothing major happens with them except for the last episode.
No, like, I mean, if your kid watches this on Cartoon Network on the weekdays or whatever, yeah, you don't have to follow along with 16, 17, 18, or 18.
And yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I'm okay with shows being episodic.
Yeah, so no problem at all.
Just fun stuff with the characters. That's all right.
Yeah.
Speaking of fun stuff with the characters,
yeah.
The first episode of tonight, A Fine Mess, that is quintessential television
Yeah,
Like
no,
random thing that happens. In every type of show you can imagine, this is a thing that happens.
yeah, no, I've seen this type of. I don't want to call it a trope,
It's a
but
trope. It's definitely a trope.
yeah.
Tropes aren't bad. It's just stories have patterns, and tropes are just the catalog of patterns.
So let's get to it, and I will stop. Episode 16, A Fine Mess.
I
I,
will wonder, like, why is it titled that? Usually they have like something specific to do with it, but
well, if you remember one of Jeremy's lines, he said, and I quote, "Well, this is a fine mess."
okay. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
I know, but yeah. Okay, absolutely malfunction and a little bug with the recommercialization problem. Our enemy are bugged up, ended up in each other's bodies. Even worse, their own splitter. I thought a while this could be a default drive even on Lyoko. The game has to go to Lyoko to fix the problem before our enemy disintegrate and disappear forever. But it's not easy when Zilla tries to stop them. Like, okay, just read that. Yeah, it reads as your normal pastis in any show you have a random episode.
Yeah, it's Freaky Friday. It's
Yeah,
Freaky Friday. It is 18 again. It is I'm trying to remember the name of the Fred Savage one, but yeah, it's the body, it's your requisite body swap episode.
yeah, no. Okay. Hopefully, there's not much I could say about this. Like, did
Oh, I could say a lot about this episode.
okay, so we saw off only ago. We go there about twice this episode, and the whole, all has to pass as Yumi and Yumi as all is definitely freaky Friday. And I would say this.
Whoa. Even before that, we get Odd and Yumi's body kissing Ulrich
Yeah,
in front of
yeah,
Sissy. So that's
yeah,
a bit of a nonsense there.
yeah, no, I mean, that's crazy.
I would have hated to have been on the internet for ship wars back then. You know, people were doing something
Yeah,
in the chat
yeah.
rooms of yore.
Yeah, no, I got it. I really want to be W. But, yeah, no, I mean, it's a fine mess, if I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's definitely one that I enjoyed, but it's one that I also thought, okay, this if this wasn't integrated heavily with Lyoko, I would have just skipped this episode.
Okay. For me, I love this episode. I actually wish they
Okay.
had done more with the subject. I find it hilarious that the switch up had nothing to do with the Xana plot. It was just some screw up in the machine.
Yeah,
Just
no.
some random thing that happened. I would have liked to have seen more of Odd and Yumi trying to fight in each other's bodies. Um, we had Odd trying to pass with Yumi's family because Yumi didn't have to pass with Odd's family because Odd lives, he's a boarder at the
Yeah,
school.
yeah, no. I mean, that was one thing I wanted to talk about is that it was really to see how Odd would do as Yumi because, you know, she does, Yumi as Odd doesn't have to hide much except for like his being great in school because they're doing each other's tests.
Right.
But
I will say I wish they had delved more into like the body dysmorphia with them being having difficulty just utilizing each other's bodies. Like Odd not being able to walk in heels.
yeah,
That's stuff. That's stuff comedy gold.
yeah, no, I think
You got
I,
it for like a second.
yeah, I see what you mean, India. But I mean, with a 22-minute episode, so you've got a long amount of time. You
Yeah, but I've seen shows do that type of story well in 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, you still gotta pace it. I mean, the whole Echo battle is 11 minutes of the show.
Yeah, and Yumi spent most of that battle just huddled behind a a ledge.
Yeah, so,
I would have rather them like animate them trying and failing to fight than just sitting there for most of that part.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But,
show the characters being clumsy and flailing around. That's good for a laugh.
yeah, yeah. Now, I would say I personally would have liked to see this with like Uni and Ulrich because I think Uni find out that Ulrich has a nasal crush on her and Ulrich finds out that she gets teased about liking him at home by her little brother. That would have been a good sign for both of them. Of, hey, let's get together, you know?
Well, here's the thing: both of them already know about that. There's no hiding. They've
Yeah,
talked about it. They've kissed. There's no secret crush here.
Yeah, no, you're right. Huh.
They've both confessed to each other, basically.
Yeah. But no, this was overall a good episode. Not like, well, amazing, but
It was an episode that had a lot of comedy potential that I felt was unrealized.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It just could have been better.
Definitely. Woman, take the next one.
Sure. The next episode has a little bit in common with the first, and that this one also has a kiss in it. This
Uh,
is season 2, episode 17, Xana's Kiss.
yeah,
And the main focus of this episode, it also has to do with a bunch of people not quite being themselves.
yeah.
Because the episode starts off with okay, weird tower stuff going on, but the main focus is we see we see Ulrich kissing Odd's no, we see Jeremy kissing a girl that Odd is going to be trying to date. As in like the last girl in the school that he hasn't dated.
Yeah.
Which is just like what's going on with this guy? But yeah, so Jeremy kisses her, and then we find out over the course of the episode that Xana is posing as different people in the school, randomly kissing other people at the school to make everybody jealous and chaotic. And I'm wondering, why is Xana doing this with faculty members too and other random people? And okay. So yeah, whole gist of the episode is Xana, in an attempt to break the bonds of the Lyoko warriors, tries to stir up jealousy by pretending to be one of them and kissing other people.
Yeah.
Xana, you've gone from military satellites and trying to nuke the school to I'm gonna kiss everybody. You're better than this.
Hmm.
DJ, Santa's better than this. Santa's more threatening than this.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I do.
But no, Santa's just going to kiss everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, over the course of the episode, all of the Lyoko warriors just randomly start getting upset with each other because such and such is kissing such and such is kissing such and such. Rather than just talking it out, if someone says, "Hey, I didn't do this," you know there's an evil computer who either possesses people or controls people or has already pretended to be other people.
Yeah.
But no, they're a little dumb. And I'd say this is the Lyoko Warriors being the dumbest that they've been in a long while. They are pretty stupid in this episode.
Yeah. And they definitely all.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing that it does get is when Jeremy blows up at Aelita because he sees her kissing someone, she goes to Franz Hopper's mansion, whatever, to hide out. And that is when Xana pretends to be Jeremy to try and get her. Because like he finally lures her separate. So we get another one of those, which is the real it's the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm surprised about is how easy they figured those out. When there's two of someone, they immediately know who it is every single time. Yet when there's one of them, they can't just tell, hey, this person's acting strange.
Yeah, no, I got you. we get a double dose of that tonight. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, this okay. How you felt about the first episode is how I felt about this episode. Everybody in it just sort of annoyed me.
yeah,
Yeah, this is the one I don't have quite much to say about. It's just like I just wanted this episode to end and them stop being idiots the way they were in this episode.
yeah. No, I got you. I did think that this episode to me was a bit more entertaining.
Oh, so you did like this episode more than the first one.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, we completely flipped on that. I love the first episode far more than this. You love this episode far more than the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
We
yeah.
should have flipped talking about the episode.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So you tell me what you liked about this episode.
well, okay. So with this, I really like that, and you know, um, I'm like, okay, so Zena's, put the beautiful because, you know, for context, this is only one polymorphic spectral translated to different people. This
Right.
this isn't those 5, 6 ghosts on campus. It's one ghost pretended to be 6 different people.
Literally going into an alley and changing bodies.
Yeah, yeah. So, that aspect I did well because in previous episodes, we would just see the spectral take over a human body and not become a physical manifestation of a human. Now, I will admit, there was one part of this that's classic tropey nerd love, and that is at the end when I really kisses Jerry for the first time, and he
blue screens.
blue screens, he gets a loading bottle for his head, just like, yeah. So, I thought that was funny to me, and it's definitely one that I like to see because we don't get to see much of Jeremy being a dumb love struck kid.
Yeah.
So that's why I enjoyed that particular scene.
Gotcha. For me, it was just the character behaviors in this episode just got me.
Understandable.
Yeah. Yes, I get they're dumb kids, but
Yeah.
at a certain point, some things are less believable than facing giant supercomputers.
Okay.
So our next episode is one I liked a bit more. And that
Okay.
is Vertigo.
Yeah, now, Vocal was one that, I liked, I enjoyed it. Now, just to get into it, I, I thought it could be Cycle 5. Jim believes he has the data necessary to kill Alia's virus, but the two walk on the kill are alert and you may go to a rock climbing contest our races against home who as a character I'm really disliking, but
Yeah, he's not very endearing.
no, but it is the match for our William James got go sorry Bob
Okay.
goes over situation despite his obviously London still delays almost gets dizzy and falls. Evening realizes that he must have
Hmm.
vertigo
Yep.
and that when we get off time for the title, Ulrich embarrassed runs off. Meanwhile, Jeremy finds the antivirus shop will engage it to Leah despite some problem with the application. It seemed to work, however, this does not last. An error in the antivirus causes her to turn invincible, which, I mean, we all see that happen 10 times over again. And,
I'm not certain. I don't think I saw her. I don't think I saw it happen.
uh, good one. But, on top of that, she cannot enjoy the towels only again, making it impossible for her to drop Sanders with his attack with his possess which is a possession pack of wolves targeting artwork and Yumi, which, okay, so Wolfie and Xena possess a pack of wolves, which spoiled only 3 of them were real wolves. The rest,
Which confuses me. I wasn't certain if Xana was possessing those wolves or if Xana was making wolves, like making 3 real wolves and a couple of like holograph wolf bodies.
yeah.
Because Xana could just make a body. and
Yeah.
shape-shift that body to whatever Xana wants it to be.
Mm,
So why possess anything in the first place?
I have no idea.
It's all very confusing.
Yeah, it is definitely
Because
is.
if I would say it would be different if the bodies that Xana controls have different abilities than the bodies that Xana makes. But when Xana made that body, it had all of the normal Xana possession powers.
Yeah,
It was shooting the lightning, it was super strong, all this stuff was the same.
yeah,
It was like super fast.
yeah. No, I don't get it all, but it's how it is.
Yo, Des, good to see you.
Hey, Dad.
Hopefully you're
Welcome.
enjoying spring.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, Go is definitely a good episode, I would say.
I will question this.
Yeah,
So Ulrich has vertigo, so he has difficulty with heights.
yeah,
Where was this the entire rest of the show? Every situation that he's been climbing something very high,
yeah,
both in and out of Lyoko.
yeah. I have no clue.
I'm recalling an episode last season where he's climbing up to like the roof of a building while his parents are being pulled into the sky and he has no vertigo.
Yeah, no, I have no idea why it
He
just,
literally flies a flying monocycle.
yeah. No,
No vertigo.
yeah, no, I got you, and I don't get it.
One of his main ways to attack is to run up a wall and flip off of it.
Yeah,
Zero vertigo.
no, I just don't get it at all myself.
Yeah, that seems like it was a problem made up for this episode and this episode alone.
Yeah, no, I honestly doubt that will come back at all in the next few episodes or even next.
Wait. Ulrich climbed to the top of a high dive diving board.
Yeah,
Did he screw up the dive? Yes, but it wasn't because of vertigo.
no,
And that high dive diving board was far taller than that rock wall.
yeah, it was. No, I get it, I do.
Did the writers just forget that they wrote those episodes?
Well, let me.
I mean, it's the episode doesn't even have him like doing something to overcome his vertigo. It's just, oh no, I slip and they save him. Like he tries to overcome it. Like they try to give him advice to like pay attention, like to like the handholds. Don't worry about it. Don't look down. When he's looked down from higher heights than that before.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It's just a weird problem to give the character who's never had this problem before.
Yeah, no, definitely, I
You
agree.
can see where I'm coming from.
I do. Yeah.
What do you think? Like, why would they do this?
My guess is that they needed a. They needed a excuse for him to try to get out of the contest that they were a part of, and they thought, oh, hey, let's give him Lyoko.
It seemed like
But
they were trying to give him something to be afraid of, but didn't make sense for him to be afraid of it. To
yeah,
make
no,
to make William to give William a win over him. But they
yeah,
already did that with the diving board.
yeah, no, I mean, they could have done literally anything else. I mean, I don't get why Volga, but it just happened.
It doesn't make sense.
No,
Yeah. It him having vertigo doesn't even factor into the end of the episode with, beating Xana for like in Lyoko or anything. You'd think it
yeah,
would have something to do with that, but no, nothing. He learns nothing.
yeah, no, this is
There's
just,
no lesson learned.
yeah, no, this is definitely one of those, let's use it and forget it.
We're having a good night, Commando. Thanks for asking.
Yeah,
Right now, we're kind of busy just complaining about giving a character a phobia or an issue that they've never had before and will never have again. And it's just DJ, I'm sorry. That that that's dumb.
no, I agree with you. Don't be sorry. I agree with you on that wholeheartedly. It's dumb, but it's the way the show is. There's some stuff that makes sense, some that doesn't, and this, in our case, doesn't make sense.
Oh,
Now, I will say, if they played this, oh, I don't know, a season ago, it might work out now, but doing it in the second season,
near the end of the second season.
yeah, like, no, it doesn't work. But this, on the oldest, the latest, they should have played the seeds for this back in episode 5.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you do not give your guy whose main mode of attack is like running along things, riding a flying motorcycle, a random fear of heights for one episode.
yeah, no.
All right, let's get on to the next ones because I could yell about this episode and that plot line for an hour itself.
I know. Okay, so
The
good.
next episode is Cold War.
Yep.
Okay, so this episode we have yet another film crew coming to the school. And I'm wondering how many interviews and how many movie stuff are they trying to film at this place? Because this is the second time that they've done this plot. And at
Yeah.
first I actually thought that it was the same filmmaker returning.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
But no, in this one they have it's a news reporter who is trying to interview the teachers and the students. He's trying to do an expose on the failure of youth in education, and he goes to a private boarding school where on average, even the dumb kids are going to be kind of smart because otherwise their parents are going to be paying all this money to send them there.
Yeah, no. And, you know, I I will say this. I personally dislike the play on gimmick that they had here on TV from TV.
What do you mean TV from? Oh, okay, okay. You mean the guy's name?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. You had me confused for a second.
yeah, no. The guy's name is Thomas Vincent, but he was awfully funky as TV. So,
Kids show.
yeah,
Kids find that funny. Whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Though this episode brings back what I liked about the first season, which was Xana using their basic magic wish powers that they have to
mhm,
to freeze the entire city because we only see the school, but we get news reports that the city itself is being frozen.
yeah, no,
This is an actual threatening attack from Xana for the first time this entire season of
yeah,
using their powers.
definitely,
It's a cold snap that slowly builds up to the point where people are like to freeze to death, even inside the buildings.
yeah,
We deal with that. Like Yumi just almost dies. Everybody almost dies in this episode. It
yeah,
is Xana is showing how much of a threat they are. Another good thing is when we get to Lyoko, we see that Xana's getting strong enough to send Sector 5 creatures into the other sectors.
yeah,
Both inside Lyoko and in the real world, this is an episode which shows just how big of a threat Xana is. And as things go on, if they don't stop them, then this could be a global catastrophe.
yeah,
I do like how much of a douchebag TV is to everybody.
yeah.
A douchebag and an idiot.
He's definitely one that if the a highly TV personality, you're
Yep.
known for local TV.
Yeah, you're a local TV, you're a local news anchor, man.
Yeah, so
You're not Walter Cronkite or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. But yeah,
But
no,
yeah, both in Lyoko and in the real world, Xana is like super strong and really posing a threat. We get Jim stepping up again to try and help out, to try and keep everybody from like dying while they're like being frozen.
yeah, yeah.
What did you like about the episode?
The just the fact that you know we we have actual threat for that. I mean, freezing over the city. I would tie this to what he did in last season where he almost put the entire school in a sinkhole.
Yeah.
Like, it's that good. Just, he's actually attempted to get them out of his way with natural disasters.
Not sending not sending clones to kiss people.
Yeah, no, definitely not, but it's definitely a good, attempt at a real threatening plan. So, yeah.
And like Xana can't be smart. Xana can't be threatening. Xana can be scary.
But,
Do this.
yeah, but more often than not, he's not threatening, not scary.
And not smart.
Yeah, honestly, like, if they redid this whole series, I think they would need to do a lot better job at actually going full on evil with the plot, the attack. Not like, let me take over a teddy bear and attack people.
Hey. The thing with the teddy bear, that was an actual threatening attack. That thing was busting through walls, tearing down buildings to try and get at people.
Uh,
That thing was more dangerous than like the samurai armor or most of the robots.
yeah, okay.
It
But
just looked goofy.
yeah, but no, I mean, this episode wall is definitely a
Classic Xana.
yeah, constant that was it's good. It's good. Out of most Xenon tasks, this is top tier for
Yeah,
what,
definitely.
yeah.
It's not an attack that they could just hide from.
No, not
It
at
is you
all.
have this amount of time to stop Xana or everybody in T is dead.
Yeah, no, really. It's a good one. Uh, you got any more to say about it? I don't.
Okay, I'd say that's about it. And we can
Okay.
get into our last one for the night, Deja Vu.
Yeah, now deja vu is where I think those visits become a problem once again, but not the same visits as before. This time she had visits of Hall and Franz Hopper being chased by government agents. The visits come even when she's awake, causing her to lose concentration while the poor consciousness at the ball. Wanting to know the source of the vengeance she has to the harmless to learn more about the genuine, genuine beliefs that Zena is causing the vengeance through her link to the simple computer doing the mission to stop them. Then Arena breaks away and has to Central Park, determined to discover the source of the vision. Now, with this is a lot more plot driven overall.
Right.
Like,
Like we're figuring out what's going on with Aelita, the house, with Franz Hopper, with mysterious government agents, which is what those obviously are.
yeah. Now, I will go ahead and say this. Next season will be a short season compared to what we're used to, because season 3 is only 15 episodes.
Oh. Well, okay, 13 episodes is what it's showing up as.
Something entitled,
It may be including like the 2 specialty episodes.
yeah, probably.
Okay.
But yeah, something. But yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely solo season for season 3 due to the prequel, which we will get to. So, yeah. But no, I mean,
Yeah, but even with the prequel, that only brings up to 15 episodes, which is still short.
yeah. I mean, when we did the prequel, we will see that they put a lot of their time into that plot than, the rest of season 3. But
I am looking forward to seeing what happens with it.
yeah, no, so I mean, yes, I have seen it before. It's just been years since I watched it. So,
I will say for this episode, I was surprised just how much Aelita went out of her way to do what she wanted with it, and to it's like to try and do everything on her own.
yeah, now, what I believe that we're getting set
Your camera's freezing up on you.
okay, wait a few, okay, am I moving forward enough?
Like 1 frame every 2 seconds.
Okay, anyways, you could hear me, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I can hear you fine. It's just the video.
Okay, so,
Okay, it clicked back.
okay, what I was saying is, I believe they're getting ready to settle up for a massive character change for being the damsel in distress to
Right.
more of an active fighter.
Yeah, she has been going out on her own more. She's been going in by herself, taking more risks.
Yeah. So I do believe that's what we're gonna be seeing in season and she's a fall for
Yeah, she's not Princess Aelita anymore.
no. But with that being said, this batch of episodes were good in some ways, not good in others, and hopefully I would say it's more
Okay,
of
now your audio is starting to cut out.
test working.
All right, it's there, but yeah, your audio is sounding a bit like you were underwater, and your camera was freezing up too. Like right now, you're paused with your hand on your face. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's still stuttery, but all right. It looks like it's focused
Uh,
back again.
okay, cool. No, and just to kind of wrap it up, this part of episode was good. It was good. It could have been great. It could have been excellent, but it was good for me. Anyway,
I'd say it wasn't bad. It was not my favorite batch of episodes. It was like two.
no,
Yeah, I liked Snow Day and I liked Deja Vu. Other than that, the rest were bad to mediocre. So I'd say this was like a C plus grouping of episodes.
yeah, no, I could. With that being said, John Friday, I don't have anything for him right now, and I doubt he has anything for
Now, I
me.
actually have a convention that I need to go to on Saturday morning, so I don't know if I'm going to be like up for Friday.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally
Mhm.
fine. So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
need to get a few things ready for it Friday night.
Okay, yeah. So in that case, guys, if you're up for it, join me on Gaming with DJ Talk, and I'm gonna go live there and play a game. I don't know what game, but I'm gonna play a game.
All right, and I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you guys enjoy watching them play.
Yeah, well, with that being said, we will talk about next week and have a good one. Bye,
Later,
guys.
taters.